What's good, y'all? My name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube. All right. Um, but before we get into today's reading, I do want to say, please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To know when I post another video. If you like to book a personal reading with me, all that information should be down in the description box below. Uh, uh, um. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, all the information for that should be down in the description box below as well. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, my Instagram name is at goodfelladom. My Twitter name is goodfelladom, and my TikTok name is dom.thehealer at dom.thehealer. So without further ado, we are just going to get into today's reading. I'm sure you guys are very well aware of what that is. Today's reading is if you were famous. Like, what would happen if you were famous? If you'd be remembered, what you'd be famous for. I'm gonna just pull some cards and see what it would say for you guys. It's not really like that, like organized, or not necessarily that organized. I'm just gonna read the cards and see what would happen if you guys like were famous. All right. And yeah, so if you haven't already, we have 4 piles here. A timestamp should be in the description box. I was just like looking for random shit around my house to label these label these piles, alright? So I chose, like, we got a spice rack in my house, but like we almost never use it when we cook. I just recently started like using it. And yes, I'm just pausing a lot. There was like motorcycles outside. I know y'all heard that. But we got the first pile, bay leaves. Like, don't you just hate it when? Like, I know y'all heard that before. Don't you just hate it when? Bay leaves. All right, bay leaves, pile 1. We got basil for pile 2. We got rosemary for pile 3. And we got, I had to watch a video to learn how to pronounce this. It's herbes de Provence. Herbes de Provence. Whatever the fuck. For pile 4. All right. So if you haven't already skipped to it, I will see you guys at your pile that you chose, alright? So without further ado, let's move on. What's good, my pile 1? Alright. Y'all know what's funny? Or it's not even funny like that? The one, y'all pile is what? Bay leaves, right? Y'all know, I'm sure if you probably skipped the intro, you didn't hear this. Y'all ever heard this saying? Don't you just hate it when bay leaves? I feel like for you guys, like, with you being famous, your love life might have to do with that. Maybe you guys get left a lot in your relationships, or, you know, you might have a bad love life. All right. If you don't, like, I'm not gonna put that on you, but let's just see. All right. Bay leaves. Maybe y'all somebody else's bay, and y'all end up leaving them a lot. Some of y'all might be players. Some real PIMPs out here. If you are not a love and light, you are bad from this reading. Please exit now. Only those of love and light are allowed to be here. Alright, angels, what can you tell me about my pile 1 for all the people who chose bay leaves? What could you tell me about my pile 1? What could you tell me about my pile 1? If my pile 1 were famous, what would their lives be like? You know, are there any scandals? Are there any issues? Or what would they be famous for more specifically? What's this? We got judgment in reverse. What? Off the bat, like with this judgment reverse, I feel like there's something about you guys that could potentially be favorable. I thought I heard that you guys weren't famous, or like y'all not famous. Y'all could be like at the, I don't know, maybe like at like a social media influencer level where you're just like internet famous, maybe not mainstream famous. But it's like you clicked on this reading to see what would happen if you were famous. Like, I don't get it. In some way, shape, or form, whatever reputation you have, whether if it's in your community or like online, or I don't know, maybe if it is on a global aspect and you're watching this, you might be in like a favorable position where you don't have to face like or you're not facing scrutiny or judgment. You might have a really good reputation just wherever you are. Some of you guys might do music. Some of you guys could be cooking. Some of y'all might be like famous architects or like famous stage designers, or like you create stuff for other people, and maybe like your product is what. Oh, that's why you're not famous, because I think what's more famous is your product rather than your name or your face, or maybe your name is well known within your industry, and only people who are connected to that industry will know about you. Like the internet, like people can look you up on the internet and do research on you. It's just maybe you're not like the biggest of the biggest. You have like a good reputation, and it's literally just for your work. I see. Ooh, we had the Three of Swords. Should I take Odie Spirit? Yes. We got the Three of Swords in reverse out here. I definitely feel like you guys provide healing for people with whatever it is that you do. Some of you guys can be stage designers because one of the people, and I love this person as a stage designer. Her name is S. Devlin. She's like designed stages, a lot of them for like Kanye or Beyonce, Jay-Z, The Weeknd, Lady Gaga. Like a lot of people have gotten like stages designed by her, and like these big like visual stages. Uh, but I feel like you provide like healing for people. Like what it is that because one thing about S. Devlin, if you haven't like if you have Netflix, like you might want to see the show Abstract. She has an episode on there. But one thing about her stage designs is that you're gonna see it. Like you're definitely gonna see it. Like think of what tours did she do? And I hope I'm not wrong. I know she did the Watch the Throne tour. She did Lady Gaga's Monster Ball tour. I think she did Beyonce's Formation World tour as well. If you look at all of those like stages, one thing you'll notice is that it's like this big clear picture that you can see probably for like from like a mile away. One thing that she was trying to do when she came to stage designing was create something that like nobody else had ever had before because she hated like the typical stage design. She said she went on a date one time. We were like one of her boyfriends. They went to like I think a cafe or someplace where they went to go see a band, and she hated the typical stage setup because she thought it was so ugly and so boring. So she went out of her way to make things her own way, and now she's very unique with it. Whether you guys are stage designers or not, I feel like you provide healing for people within your work, and that you decide to think outside the box. You decide to be unique, and you decide to come up with a solution to a problem that not many people may have even noticed was there, or maybe they noticed it was there, but they just didn't know what to do with it. Like you guys have a mindset or like this ability to see things in a way that no one else can, and that's your superpower. And like whatever that is for you, whether if it's you making a different type of music, a different genre, a different style, or a different type of clothing, or a new article of clothing no one has seen before, whatever the case may be, it's like you guys have definitely created something new and unique for whatever industry that you're in. That is like what you are famous for, and you have a really good reputation for it because I feel like you keep your privacy to yourself. You guys are probably very mysterious, and I feel like you don't probably might not even try to be mysterious, or maybe you do. It's just you prefer to keep a lot of stuff like to yourself, or maybe you guys like to keep. I'm hearing the word solitude or solidarity. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what solidarity. I'm thinking of like coming together, but I feel like you guys like to stay alone basically. But you provide healing for your work to other people. I'm here like with the star card in reverse that just came out here, like when all else fails. With the star card, when people lose hope, I feel like you give them hope. Some of you guys could be like a therapist, like a famous therapist, because I'm getting like Dr. Phil, or like someone who's just known for giving someone like really great advice. I get the vibe that like when people lose hope, it's like you may end up restoring that within them. So like if you were famous, like you'd be famous for like giving advice or just like helping people. Really, like that's like what you're famous for. You also might be famous for teaching. Like you might teach people your ways or your way of life or how you figure stuff out. You might get like documentaries, or you might have like a podcast where you tell people what it is that you do and like how you work your magic. Some of y'all will be like famous YouTubers or potentially tarot readers, or like y'all might like to do the little family vlogs. I used to love that growing up. Like growing up, I used to love watching family vlogs. Like I used to always watch this guy named Jerry Levine Jr. because he started off making like these little goofy, funny videos, and then he went from doing that to creating like a family vlog that I used to always just like tune into and watch. Y'all might also like the Ace family; they do that as well. But it's like you guys definitely, I feel like you provide like healing and happiness to others. Especially with this, if you have like a family vlog, you might show people how to like be a proper family or how to run your family like a business. You provide answers for people by just being yourself and doing things the way that you do it. And you provide a sense of hope for them when they feel like all else fails. And this is so nice. The tower in reverse for like if you guys were famous, I definitely feel like you yourself may end up undergoing like either like a few big dramatic changes or just a lot of changes at once. You might get betrayed a lot within business. People might try to like trick you or rob you or steal from you. That happens a lot with a lot of famous people. A lot of people might like take your kindness for weakness and honestly just think that you're stupid, but I feel like you're not. You guys are like really smart. If you were famous. But you guys are like quiet celebrities. Like your product is more what people see rather than you. Like they'll know your name, but maybe not your face. And even if they do know your face, like what stands out more is like that stage you just built, or like this clothing line you just started, or maybe like those songs that you put out. Because not every artist wants to be in the spotlight. Some people don't care. All right, I'm thinking like Sia because I like Sia. Like Cheap Thrills, Alive. I love all that. I feel like you guys are. What is it? You guys are definitely gonna undergo like a lot of changes, but you're gonna keep your mystery within it. You might end up like drastic. I don't think you're gonna like drastically change your brand, but I do see it improving and like growing over time. Whatever it is that you're creating, it just keeps getting bigger. I see like an upside down Christmas tree in my head, right? Because I'm saying it's gonna get bigger. So I'm thinking about like something like potentially growing like the triangle just gets bigger, like it expands, it grows, and then for some reason it comes in, and then maybe you might expand up a little bit more after that, or like maybe like a I don't know. Let's say you was like the biggest performer in the world, right? And you managed to grow like a big ass audience to the point where you could like tour stadiums, like and have like 150 like thousand people like come to your show and sell all those are right. But then it's like maybe let's say like like later in life like the sales like or like maybe not even that not even the sales because I don't even think the sales matter here. You're still who you are. It's like maybe later in life when you're not in like that white hot space. I got that from JC, that white hot space where you're just like popping and like like that it girl, like that it guy, you're still performing, still able to do what you want to do, but it's like you're not doing it at the capacity of stadiums anymore. And it's like I don't even think it's because you like feel like you have to. It might even be because you want to. I feel like if you still wanted to like do stadiums and stuff like that, you might still be able to. But it's just like you would rather say to yourself like instead of doing the stadium tour, I'm gonna do a theater tour because fuck this shit. Like it's something like that. It's like you might choose to go smaller as you get older because I feel like you're not gonna care. I feel like that happens to like a lot of artists where it's like say if you made big numbers when you were younger, when you start like getting older and maybe you just aren't like the like you're a legend now. You're not like the most popular artist. Maybe music isn't like the main source of income for you anymore to the point where it's like you don't care no more. Um, but you're gonna undergo a lot of changes, and like with all of that being said, there's longevity here for you guys. I feel like, and I'm hearing the word wealth, so I know there's longevity here because wealth is about like the amount of money or like how you're able to like keep your money like over time, how much money you can make over a period of time. So you guys are definitely building both for yourselves. I do see you guys being very very prosperous. Um, I'm thinking of Madonna. I love Madonna. You guys probably like Madonna too, or hell, maybe whoever you're watching this, you're gonna be legendary like Madonna. You're gonna be iconic like Madonna. Um, we got the four cups in reverse. This tells me that all right, in your like famous lifestyle, 10-10 on the clock as I just saw this, you're definitely gonna be like moving forward like a lot. I see you moving forward. Even if there is like a little hiccup, it's just like setting you up to like launch you forward. You know how they say like sometimes when you feel like you're going backwards in life, it's kind of like a bow and arrow. Like God is just like launching you back so He can like propel you forward. I feel like, and this is gonna happen in ways that may like keep you upset. Like things may not go your way, but you still just have to keep going, and you're gonna have to trust the process. And I know that that sucks, but you're gonna have to keep going because there's like I believe there's a favorable outcome for you in the ending. It's like legendary status of like being remembered as something great or as one of the great ones. Some of you guys, I feel like a music artist because I'm talking a lot about like a product being seen rather more than your face. I do feel like obviously like your music and stuff will be out there. And seeing, however, you yourself might be so mysterious that people only know you based off of like your work. So if you're not putting like personal stuff into your work, or let's say you're able to hide from a paparazzi, whether if you're at the social media level or if you're at the mainstream level, maybe if at the mainstream level you're just able to duck and dodge the paparazzi unlike no other, or you're at that independent level where you just don't have the paparazzi, they're not following you everywhere, so you don't have to deal with that. But you're gonna come out on top. You're meant to be at the top of your field. Like this is big ass energy. Like you're meant to be at the top of your field, doing whatever it is that you're doing. And it's like you're famous, but you're famous to the point where it's like let's say you're walking around outside, right? And there are people out there who may not like know who you are or something, whether if they know who you are or not. It's like you come across as like a regular person, but there's something about you that's like so mysterious and scary. It's like they don't want to approach you. Like they're scared. They might walk up to you and be like, hey, like did you make that song, are you in that music video? Like it's just like it makes them like something about you guys is super mysterious, and it's like you're able to still live a regular life, but I feel like everyone knows who you are, but they keep quiet about it for some reason. Like let's say I see someone living here like in New York, and it's like everyone knows who you are. Like you're standing by like water or a bridge or something, everybody knows who you are, but it's something about you that like you're a force to be reckoned with. Like nobody wants to fuck with you. I think they're scared of you, or you're just mysterious. I don't know. It's like they don't want to walk up to you because they see you just being like a regular person. But it's like you're a regular person that everyone can like identify and just simply know of. Um, what is this? The sun in reverse. I feel like I'm hearing like shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. The Pop Smoke album. But aside from that, like just that saying alone, you guys might be like this makes me think of one more thing, but I'm thinking because this is the sun reverse. I'm thinking of something about like dark and gloomy. I feel like this is your guys' like persona because I said you're mysterious, right? Like dark and gloomy. There's something about you guys that might also be unrealistic too. Like maybe you have like unrealistic ideas or ideals of how you should conduct yourself or like how far you can go. I feel like you do have. Sorry guys, my camera cut off. But I feel like you guys do have like limitless potential out here to create whatever it is that you want or to do whatever it is that you want. Um I feel like you guys are like something about like your like I said longevity. Like there's something about how in your career I think you're just gonna continue to get bigger and bigger and more popular and more popular. Like I feel like if maybe like in the beginning maybe everyone didn't know who you were, they gotta know who you are when you like cemented as like the GOAT. Like it's just your name will be like carried in your industry. Regardless of how much work you put out, you could have put out like that one album and you just a GOAT maybe, like at the top of your field. And I feel like it's just you this shit really. But I also get like because I got like I kept seeing the word unrealistic. Like maybe I did say that you guys might be like a little unrealistic about how you do stuff. I feel like y'all just need to just do shit really. There's no need to like try so hard for I don't even think you have to fight for your privacy. If you're in the mainstream, you might have. I don't even know. I feel like y'all don't have to fight for your privacy that much, do y'all? Because I think you guys are just like naturally like homebodies. Like y'all don't want to leave like the house. Like maybe y'all don't go outside that much, or just for some reason y'all just it's real easy for y'all to fly under the radar. Um, but there's something about you guys that might come across like a bit unrealistic as well. When people meet you, they're just like, "Oh my god, like I can't believe I see you." That's probably why they don't want to walk up to you because they don't know if it's you. They know it's you, but then they don't know it's you. It's like their intuition, like their body, their gut instinct is like, "Yo, like that's that celebrity you want that picture with." And you're just sitting there with a straight face and your shades on, and you just don't care, or at least you're probably like, I think you guys could have been hurt a lot or betrayed a lot with this industry, especially with this tower card out here. With this, okay, I got the next card for Five of Swords in reverse. This makes me feel like you guys are definitely like your most authentic selves. You guys are you might be like very very nervous or scared to put yourself out there and like let people know who you really are. Some of you guys could be like in the closet like gay. You might be afraid of people like putting yourself out there and yes, you're gonna have haters to face, but that's just through the internet. Like I don't see nobody. Well, do I see that? No, it's not just through the internet. It's through like people in real life as well. But it's not a lot. It's like very rare. Like I feel like I said, you're a force to be reckoned with. Nobody wants to disrespect you. You're not to be fucked with. With this, what is it? Oh, this isn't Five of Swords. This is Seven of Swords. I look at the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords as very similar because they're the same thing. Um, well, not the same thing, but they both have to do with being sneaky, going behind people's backs. And when I reverse them, like that's like when everything that you did behind someone's back or whatever you did that was wrong, it just comes to the light. So I feel like for this, you guys are gonna be your most authentic selves in front of people, and it's gonna be a challenge for yourselves, but you're gonna like fight it and come out on top. And when you do that, you're gonna stand in some sort of power that definitely makes people feel like they can't fuck with you because it's like, okay, I'm gay, I'm bi, I did this, I did that, and what are you gonna do about it? Like you ain't gonna say nothing, but that's just your energy. It's like people are gonna know not to fuck with you and not to say stuff like that because it's just fucked up, and it's gonna make them look bad for fucking with you. I feel like you guys mind your business a lot, really. Um, with this Six of Swords here, I definitely feel like you guys like to travel a lot. You're gonna travel a lot for work. You're gonna like be in cars a lot, whether if it's like you going on tour or you got like a meeting across the world. Somebody might work in Malaysia or live in Malaysia, or you might want to go to Malaysia, or you might like Malaysia from Basketball Wives. I don't fucking know, but Malaysia, the word Malaysia is coming through here. Or maybe your product is made in Malaysia. But you guys are gonna like travel a lot and move around a lot and relocate a lot and move to different places and do different things and all sorts of stuff like that. All right. Um, and lastly, here I'm trying to decide should I get more angels? They don't want me to, and I feel like I don't need to. I feel like I'm giving you guys like the overall gist of if you were famous. Uh, but listen, 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 listen. All right. Lastly, here we got the Ten of Cups. if you guys were famous, you're gonna be happy as fuck, and that's like in your personal life, just on period. Like you're gonna get what you want in your career, but I feel like you're gonna get it because you're so detached from it. I see you building like a happy family life for yourself if you want a happy family, or some of you guys just might want to be alone. You're gonna live the life that you just want to live, like by yourself, like just happy. Like you're gonna be happy, especially with all this privacy. It's like you don't have anybody messing with you or fucking with you. Y'all might want to live in Dumbo or like Soho or just Brooklyn in general. I don't know. Maybe y'all live there now. Because that's what I'm seeing here. Like I'm seeing like all of the gentrified parts of New York in my head. But yes, you guys are gonna be like super duper happy. Y'all might have like a very like big ass townhouse that y'all live in, or yeah, some of y'all could want to move into a mansion because I see a mansion like like hanging off of a cliff by water. Y'all might like live in a mansion, but I do see people living like a kind of like it's almost like a normal lifestyle, but you're famous and you're able to afford very very expensive stuff. Hence why you would live in a place like New York City. All right, but overall, it's like your guys' life as like fame. It's a little generic. It's not too much. Like not too much is going on. Like you still go through stuff like people stealing from you and people betraying you, and you have your haters. But it's like something about you guys is so perfect. It's almost like you never fuck up. You never like. I feel like you guys. You might just be homebodies, so y'all never in any shit. And if you are into some shit, it could just be due to like a relationship issue. Maybe you might date someone else who's famous, or you might date or sleep with somebody who for some reason wants to expose you. Those are like the type of issues that you deal with. But there's a sense of like you guys just like being able to keep everything so close together into yourself and not having too much to like y'all have stuff to worry about and you guys think about it on a regular, but you don't deal with it on a regular basis. But these are things that can happen, like somebody coming in trying to steal your money, or somebody trying to use you, or somebody trying to steal, whatever the case may be. This isn't like a very scandal heavy pile because you guys mind your business. Or you keep everything so private to the point where it's like even if you did have things that were scandal worthy, no one would know. Alright. But please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button when I post another video. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, all the information for that should be down in the description box below. If you would like to request a reading, I feel called to say that you guys, I do like reading requests. Just write it down in the comment section, and if I like it, I'll get back to you guys. I've never had a reading. I've never had someone request a reading that I didn't want to do or I didn't like. But yeah, you can do that as well. If you like to book a personal reading with me, all that information should be down below in the description box as well. And if you like to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at goodfelladom. You can follow me on Twitter at goodfelladom. And you can follow me on TikTok at dom.thehealer. Dom.thehealer. Like how my name is spelled in here, dom. And then the healer, just all condensed down to one, alright? I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. I really, really like love you guys. Just for letting me know like what powers resonate with you, anything like that. I really, really appreciate you guys just for tuning in and watching me, for subscribing, for liking, for any of that stuff, alright? Thank you guys very, very much, alright? So, without further ado, I'm going to move on to Power 2. This is Power 1 for anyone who chose bay leaves. My name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer, and I'm signing off. Have a good one. Bye. Alright, what's good, y'all? This is my Power 2. Those who chose basil. I think that's Power 2. I hope that's Power 2. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Let me tell y'all something, Power 2. Whoever chose this, y'all might want to be on TV. Obviously, if you chose if you were famous reading. But the song that I was singing the theme song for the TV show Girlfriends. And I keep thinking of the names like famous black names like that were associated with that show, but just like in the entertainment industry in general. Like Mara Brock-Akil or Will Packer Power. I think that's just an Instagram name. Or Kenya Barris. This makes me feel like for you guys, or even I'm thinking Tyler Perry as well. You guys might like to create scripts or make TV shows, or I feel like you guys are just like the actors and actresses that are on the shows, right? What it's making me think of is like, hell, y'all might be on an iconic TV show like Girlfriends that like resonates with a whole lot of people that can relate to it. I love that show, and they put it on Netflix this year too. It was lit. I fucking loved it, and I might have to binge watch it again. But some of you guys could be like, but this is like definitely I feel like my actress pile. There we go. We getting lit up. When I see you getting lit up, let me stop. No. Yes, but if you're without further ado, because I'm pretty sure y'all tired of me. If you are not a love and light, you are banned from this reading. Please exit now. Only those of love and light are allowed to be here. Angels, what could you tell me about my pal two here if they were famous? I feel like you guys are going to be TV actors and actresses. Some of you guys might be like clothing designers. Or maybe you play a character who's a clothing designer. I'm thinking of Devil Wears Prada. The Empress of Reverse, if you guys were famous, I feel like you're going to see the truth in the industry. And you're going to get the truth of whatever industry you're in. And it may scar you. A little bit, like it's going to hurt you. To know that like a lot of this stuff is like stage or like maybe people aren't as close friends as, oh yes, maybe people aren't as close friends as you may think they are. Because another thing that I was thinking outside of like girlfriends, when I was younger, there was this TV show on Disney Channel called Sunny with a Chance with Demi Lovato, right? Tell me why on that show, she was on a TV show called Sunny with a Chance, and she was the nice new girl in town who came onto the set, and she was so nice to everyone, but you could tell she was very out of place because of how innocent she was. And I kept thinking of the girl Tawny, because that's what made me think of girlfriends, because Tawny and Tony, they kind of sound similar, and actually their characters on those shows, even though they have no relation to each other, they're similar. They're like the two girls who like, you know, like the nice rich stuff or whatever. This makes me feel like, say if you're like a TV actor or something, you could potentially end up on a show, like maybe your first show, like your first lead role where you're on a show for a very long time, or in a movie, or that's just like popping, or whatever. I'm thinking High School Musical for some reason. Maybe y'all for some reason like auditioned for that, they rebooted it, whatever, or maybe I just like it, I don't know, or maybe I was listening to the soundtrack. Whatever the case may be, I feel like for you guys watching this, um, you might have like you're gonna meet your co-stars, and one of them I feel you're gonna have like a Tawny there from Sunny with a Chance who might just like flat out hate you, and then everybody else is just like very self-interested, and you're like the innocent one, and you're gonna get scarred because you're gonna have to learn how to be selfish and self-interested if you want to stay here. You're gonna have to learn how to look out for yourself and understand like everybody is not your friend. Just because we're working on the same set or we see each other every day don't mean that we're friends. I'm thinking if you ever watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's this episode, I think it was a reunion where Nene was like, was it? I hope that's Housewives of Atlanta. Where Nene was like, what the hell did she say? She was like, oh, you know, I work on this set with everyone here, but that does not mean that I have to like it. Like, that's you guys. Like, you're not gonna like me, and I feel like you're gonna enjoy it, but you're gonna be like, you're gonna feel like very, very cold and like sad and like hurt. Like, you may even want to leave because of this. But I feel like you're not. You might end up staying. And you're gonna be upset and hurt because it's like, yo, like you're walking around here being nice to everyone, and they're just only thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about you, and like that may hurt you. But I feel like in order, like you ever heard them say, this is a dog eat world, or this is a dog eat town? Because I'm thinking Hollywood in particular, y'all gonna have to buck up, literally. But let's see, particularly for you guys, if you were famous, I'm looking at the ash like in the air, if that's what the word is. We got the Knight of Cups. I definitely feel like you guys are gonna end up in relationships, but you're gonna be with like a lot of narcissistic people. You're gonna fall in love with some narcissistic people, or have people. Yeah, Nine of Swords right here, and then we got look at the Five of Swords poking out. Is this Five of Swords poking out, and then the Nine of Swords right here as well. And then we got the Nine of Wands. I'm not gonna take all of these, but the Knight of Wands is right here. We're gonna keep going. I'm not even gonna say what I was just thinking. We're gonna see how this pans out. But I feel like you guys, the Knight of Cups upright. You're gonna like, you yourself might be like a little lover boy or like a lover girl. You're just gonna meet people. You're gonna have like a lot of narcissistic partners that you end up dating. These people are very, very self-interested and too into themselves to the point where, you're not gonna feel like they care about you. And then it's not that. It's just, well, is it that? It could be like that. Like, I feel like you might end up dating people who just don't care about you because, like, you may not see your partners that often. But what this is making me feel like is that, like, you guys don't, you're lacking self-awareness. You're like, you guys don't care about yourself. You keep approaching things as if you were back in your hometown and you had, like, this very simple, like, lifestyle where you didn't have to deal with, like, the fast-pacedness of, like, being on camera. Or you didn't have to, like, you know, just basically deal with like the stuff, the pressures that like celebrities like deal with. It's like you continue to approach life from a very like almost entirely too humble perspective. Like you need to get in your bag and step into your ego just like a tiny bit, or like care about yourself a little bit. I feel like that'll help you more with your relationships because you're gonna start seeing things from other people's perspective, and like that's like how you're gonna be able to understand it and allow yourself to like kind of survive. Like you're gonna get why they're acting like that, and then you're gonna act like that yourself and stop taking everything so seriously. You guys might be very, very like sensitive. You're gonna like probably end up getting scarred like due to all of this because you don't understand like fake people basically. And like as a result, I feel like because you are so innocent and so nice and so easily to be taken like advantage of, they're gonna end up looking at you as if you're being fake. Um, with the Knight of Pentacles here, I get that there's a sense of like order and structure going on. In your life when you're famous, you have like a routine or like a schedule to follow, but it's like you're in like a very loveless environment. Like your team, your manager, everyone, like they do not care about you in a way that you might think they do. That's interesting. The Justice card came out as I was saying that. Karmic Justice. I think you guys are gonna leave the famous world and end up like whatever, because you know what energy you put out there is the energy that you get back. You guys might end up like leaving TV or whatever it is that you do because of how much you've been getting like hurt by everyone around you, or because of like how sensitive you are and the fact that you just wouldn't like budge or conform or step into that, you know, that world of having to be like selfish and self-interested and getting what's best for you. It's a dog eat dog town. It's a dog eat dog world. You gotta learn how to like be alone. But like I feel like that's not for you, because that's you guys going back home and reconnecting with your own friends and just building a life out of that. And like, yeah, you're a part of the show and you're a big part of it. You may have to come back in the future, but it's like you'll just like leave that world because it's like you just can't take it maybe. But like it's with that Knight of Pentacles, like I said, you're in a pretty loveless environment. Like no one may care about you in the way that you think that they do. Think that they do. Everyone around you, almost everyone, I think, on your team is motivated by money. So the point was like, all right, well, you ain't paying us, all right, I'm leaving. Like these aren't your friends. Like, and you guys don't understand that. Like, I don't see you guys like sticking around. I feel like if you did like stay in this, like you're not only going to be miserable, you're gonna take your anger and your frustration out on your like people, or you're gonna take it out on people. Like I see you like running down the street like crying and like angry, and it's like maybe like you have like fans or something who may recognize you. You're gonna be really really mean and rude to them. I see you like throwing stuff at them, and they're gonna record you doing this, so you're gonna look crazy on the internet while doing it. If you stay. And also like in your relationships, I'm not saying this as much, but like when you get the chance to, you might turn so evil towards your partners. Uh like really really evil towards your partners, and they're not gonna know what the hell is happening. Like these people are like heavily narcissistic and they only care about themselves. I feel like they're not gonna know like, you know, why this person act like that. They're gonna tell on you if you do that, by the way. It's like everything you're gonna be like it's like your dark side is gonna become like your persona in the media, and like that is likely what you'll be known for if you stay. Because I don't think that this is gonna like end up like being well for you, honestly. Or it could like if you control yourself, and you know, just like do your job and then like I said, go back home and leave, like there's a happy ending for you there, where you'll probably end up being like the biggest like well-known character or actor on your show. Like that'll be like your good karma for abiding by your life's purpose and doing what you had to do. But if you stay, like kiss that goodbye and go, you'll probably like fall from grace, like go down in history if anyone ever remembers you as a sore loser or someone who just didn't like, you didn't get your shit together. Like you never kept your shit together because you were too selfish. You didn't think about other people, or or maybe you were thinking about other people, and it's not that you were too selfish either. It's that you weren't selfish enough for yourself. You didn't love yourself enough while you were within this process to actually, it's like, you know, go find your own friends or and establish your own friendships and make sure you have a life and things that people around you, surrounding you to, you know, make you feel good and make you get this love that you were receiving. I think everyone else around you on this set of this TV show or whatever, some of y'all could be signed to a record label or a part of a music group where everybody has friends outside of them, and you're the one who didn't. And it's like you may not know what to do or what to have, or it's not even just like finding friends and stuff like that. You need to learn how to be alone. If you want to stay here, like I feel like that'll definitely help you, because it's like when you're alone, I see you creating like your own projects and like having hobbies and stuff like that will like help you to the point where it's like you can stay there. Um, or learning how to just like occupy your own time. And I feel like through that you're gonna meet new people. You need to also do a lot of shadow work and understand that like no, you can't trust everybody, but that doesn't mean there isn't a single soul out there that you can trust. I feel like you'd end up like meeting new friends if you had these hobbies, and you like need to have them like put in place, like hobbies like cooking, or some of y'all might just like cleaning for the sake of cleaning. It's like I need to do stuff that makes you happy, and you probably could potentially post on the internet as well. Like that'll like definitely put you out there. It's like you got a lot of stuff, much more stuff going for yourself, and it'll open up many more doors of opportunity because you're gonna get different offers. You need to learn how to be more selfish and be more to yourself in order for you to live this famous lifestyle. Because if you don't, it's not gonna end up well. King of Wands, as I'm talking about posting stuff on the internet, you guys need to step into your entrepreneurial bag and make a life for yourself. You need to build a life for yourself. You need to take action. You need to be responsible for your own life. I feel like if you're famous, like this will definitely help you. This is like an advice card right now. That will help you figure out like what it is that you need to do. So that way you can keep your sanity and still keep your job and still keep a good reputation if that's what you want. Some of y'all might just like flat out go home, like half of y'all might flat out go home and not like deal with this anymore as I'm talking about it. Some of y'all or like the other half of y'all like let's say, okay, let me see if I had to like split this up 50-50. Half of you guys, you gotta go home. The other half of you guys, that side went away. So the other half of you guys are gonna turn into now like 100%. 30% of you guys, what the hell? These numbers is crazy. But some of you guys within the second half is gonna stay and not, do what I said, and you're gonna like fall into that trap of, going crazy on like, like looking crazy on the internet for like fighting your fans or disrespecting your fans or, like having some mental health issues out in public. Like you'll like be seen and known for that, and that'll help make you fall from grace. And the other ones, you guys, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Like I said, you're gonna get scarred with this Empress in reverse card out here. But I see you like having a spiritual awakening because of this. Because it's like you basically fell to rock bottom, and as a result, you built yourself back up. You stepped into your entrepreneurial bag, and you started like working on social media like simultaneously while you were doing other stuff. I see you guys like working on social media potentially or whatever it is that you're doing, creating like other stuff with this King of Wands out here. Whether if it's like sex work or like you start a cooking show on YouTube or something or whatever it is, it's like you're gonna start creating your own opportunities that will put you in the spotlight, and as a result, I think it's gonna like give you like other opportunities. Like you create your own cooking show and people see this and like maybe like someone who's a cook has their own cooking show on TV. It's like, hey, like let's invite this person here because they're an actor but they also cook themselves, and like I think they'd be a good addition. Like it could potentially like put more money in your pocket. I definitely feel like you'd be like the type of person who's in a spotlight and you don't have like a lot of money, or maybe you don't get paid a lot. I do feel like when you get paid like with big checks like at a time. Like I don't know, maybe get like a $1 million deal from this company to do this commercial, and then like that's what you're gonna be using to live off of for like the next couple of months or maybe even like years. Like especially I'm thinking like with intellectual property, like maybe you'll get like money. It's like you're gonna be living kind of like a regular lifestyle but still be famous basically. Uh, will you be unhappy like that? People who did get the little spiritual awakening do that, would it be happy or unhappy still? I feel like you'll still be unhappy because you need friends and family, but it's like you have things to occupy your time, and I feel like the internet is almost like your family and your friends. Because it's like wherever you like go, you're gonna be like in a pretty loveless environment. The internet is gonna be like the main way for you to connect with people. Um, you're still gonna be unhappy. It's like your money is like gonna be like you'll be stable financially, but it's not like don't expect like just because like you're in the spotlight. Like how when people see famous people like, oh my god, they're so rich. You guys aren't that rich, but you got money. And you're stable. With the Moon card in reverse here, once again, it's about to go, and I'm about to put that under the Empress card as I was aligning these cards. You're gonna see the truth about the industry. Maybe you guys have like thought the industry was gonna be like, oh my god, we're gonna be such great friends. Like I can't believe this, that, and the third. And that's only because you went there without like your own plan. Like you went there like not having been focused on your business. You don't go into the industry expecting like to find friends and stuff like that. I think that would be what would happen if you guys were famous. You would have went to the industry and thought, oh my god, like I'm gonna be friends with this artist, I'm gonna be friends with that artist, and you're more focused on being friends than you are with getting money and getting the work done. Everybody else is worried about getting the money. You're gonna start seeing things for like what they are, and it's just like, yo, like I thought this was so cool. Like I can't believe I was this person's biggest fan, and they did this to me. Oh my god! And it's just, and it's your fault. You can't blame anybody else but you. Like, so what if they did that? That's their issue. You guys need to focus on your business and do what you gotta do. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. Yeah, you guys just aren't gonna be like happy. This isn't like a lot of abundance, like or nothing like that. If you were like famous, like I said, you still got the money. You're financially stable. Like you're rich enough to be able to afford like designer. Like I definitely see that. But you're living still like a regular lifestyle in the city, whatever city. Some of y'all might live in Chicago, or y'all might want to move to Chicago. And I think that's what Sunny was from. Sunny with a Chance. I think Sunny was from Chicago, but you guys are just gonna be really unhappy. If you were famous overall, yeah, you're gonna want to leave with the Six of Swords out here. But you're gonna have like a lot of new ideas, especially with like entrepreneurship, like being a potential like think for you, you can still like be famous and do what you want, but it's like I feel like you guys would do better like off as like a social media influencer or like a social media superstar rather than like a mainstream superstar because you can't really take the pressures of everything there because you haven't built like the necessary hobbies or structures for yourself that would allow you to not have to lean so much on other people. Like you gotta lean back and fall into your own bag. In fact, I feel like if y'all did have that, like y'all wouldn't give a fuck about nobody. Like I feel like the people that you would end up like having wanting to have been friends with, they would be pissed off with you because you ain't got time for them. And that would only be if you did actually come in there with all these hobbies and stuff like that. But I feel like you're not. Like there's something about y'all got like big dick energy out here, where it's like y'all don't give a fuck. Like I feel like if y'all was really like into y'all power, stepping into y'all bag, like y'all naturally give off this energy that's just like fuck you, pay me. Like if y'all not paying me, I'm not coming. Like it's like because that's what it is. It's like y'all don't care. Y'all got everything else going for yourself. Y'all got your friends. Y'all got your family. Y'all got your projects. Y'all got your money. Y'all got whatever it is that you want in your life. You don't need these other people to the point where they're gonna be looking at you like, okay, wait a second, but this person was an asshole when I met them, and it's just like, but this is unfortunately like not your guys' story. Like you would do better off at like social media, and then like maybe if you met these people, like they're still like that fuck you pay me energy. Like I feel like if y'all were just like social media stars, like y'all would be very very much fine with this. Fine with like living this life, and they're still gonna be like yo like that because I get this energy if I had to see from like another artist perspective or another like famous person's perspective looking at you. It's like they feel like they can't get to you. Like I'm pretty sure the biggest star in the world feels like they can't get to you. Like it's that, but you guys need to like focus. Like you get, like the overall like the main message here is y'all need to be selfish as fuck if y'all want this to happen. But it just seems almost as if you're not. Some of you guys like will make it like that and be able to stay and come out like on top with a good reputation. Others of you know. If I'm being honest here. Alright, we got the full card here in first year. You're gonna get real reckless, get real loud. Especially some of y'all might like to drink or smoke a lot. Y'all would like tweak out in front of other people, like look real crazy. I see someone twitching here, like from smoking too much or whatever. Or like if you get drunk, you're gonna embarrass yourself a lot, like to the point where it's like I see a girl running around here. She has on like a short dress and it's like really, really tight, and she has no underwear on, and she's just like running around, and her vagina is like out. And she like is just putting it in people's faces in the studio or like outside. It's real rude and nasty and trashy. It's way too childish. You guys would get real reckless. And sloppy drunk, throwing up everywhere and just passing out in places. It's kind of gross. Party hard, and not even in like a good way where it's like everyone is still gonna love you afterwards. It's just gonna be something that's just like so it turns everyone off and it disgusts them. Like no one's gonna want to work with you after that, and you'll just go down like really really bad. Okay, you guys have a lot of shadow work to do, and if you still want to be famous, like doing that shadow work, finding those structures and those hobbies for yourself, I feel like, and just working on social media, like you're gonna still like you'd end up at like the top of your field or whatever, and that's only if you still want this famous stuff. After everything I told you, and like you can step into your entrepreneurial bag now. You don't need a fucking TV show or anything like that to do this. You could end up let's say working on social media, creating whatever it is that you want, and then people start like thinking to themselves like, oh, like I want to be friends with this person because they got everything going for themselves, and I know that they're not gonna like fuck with me and whatever it is that I got going on over here. And that's true. Like you come in and you bring that energy, and then you kind of like get a little bit more famous because you just know the right people. But that's only if you chose to do things like that, I guess like through the social media way rather than like signing to a label or being a part of like some big TV show. Like anything that basically doing stuff that isn't mainstream is going to allow you to potentially even step into the mainstream just based off of networking and who you know. But it's also like it allows you to remain hidden and still keep your sanity or most of your sanity intact because you still got people coming at you on the internet, but that's not that big of a deal. The High Priestess in reverse, like you'll be like out of your life's purpose if you did become famous. Whoever's watching this, you'd be out of your spirituality. You'd have a lot of surface level knowledge on spirituality. It's like you won't be like as spiritually tuned in as you would be, and because of that, things would just end like really, really bad for you. Because I feel like your angels or your spirit guys, they're not going to support their life for you. So it's like they're going to be like disconnected. You're going to be disconnected from them, trying to figure shit out on your own until you decide to come back and do things the right way, or just flat out leave. Once again, like there's a financial. This is strange. Look at the last card here. This makes me feel like you guys may not be like if you stepped into the spotlight, you're gonna become what it is that you thought celebrities were before. Like how I mentioned before about you may have looked at celebrities and stars and thought to yourself like, oh my god, they're on TV, so they're famous and they're rich. All right, this is who you guys really are. Four Pentacles in reverse. You're not rich, but this is what you look like to people, and it's like this facade. And people, like I said, you're gonna date narcissistic people. You might end up coming across some people, some hoes, hookers, whatever, who are gonna want to sleep with you because they think you got money. When they find out that you're broke, they're gonna hate that shit at all. They're gonna hate it like at all costs. They're gonna hate like you. Like I can't believe I just slept with this person, thinking that they have money, they have nothing. Like they're gonna be like really, really mad. Is fame for you guys? Yes, but the way you approach it is key. Like doing it the social media way or being like an independent artist or like an independent whatever you want to do, figure stuff out on your own is what's going to help you because that's going to add structure into your life that makes things way better for you, to the point where, and I feel like the universe is like what I saw is just like a person here who was just working, and working is the only thing that you know, which could potentially be good for you. Like maybe you guys really are hard workers, but like the universe is like, no, like we're gonna sit your ass down. We're gonna make you find some hobbies and figure out stuff like by yourself. And because of that, like, and that's if you do decide to go through with this to take it the social media route. Taking it the mainstream route is not gonna work for you. The universe is gonna sit you down. They're gonna cause some delays in your life that are gonna piss you off. But let me tell you something. It's gonna keep you humble. It's gonna keep you humble. You're gonna develop hobbies for yourself to keep you occupied. Some of y'all might like bike riding or working out or like whatever it is, cooking, whatever it is. You're gonna find hobbies to keep yourself occupied to the point where you don't need friends. You're gonna end up attracting people because of your hobbies. So you're gonna have delays. You're gonna find hobbies. You're gonna have so much more love and respect for yourself because you're not gonna give a fuck about people. Like you're gonna be like, yo, I don't give a fuck if you like the biggest artist on again the fucking world. I don't give a fuck if you like the most like popular director, nigga. I said no. That's just how it's gonna have to be. Like you're really gonna stand your ground and put your foot down because you know you don't need this because you have this. Like, and I'm getting passionate a little bit tougher, and it's like I'm gonna just say it right now. Like, do not sign to a label or do something that'll put you in like the mainstream. If you're gonna go to the mainstream, build it up naturally by creating your own stuff, by being an entrepreneur, by doing that, and that's just on your mental health. Like on that alone, period. Don't be out here fucking embarrassing yourself because you upset. Let me tell you something about that. Because what I see here is like, you're upset and feeling some type of way because of whatever the fuck is going on. You're not. You get in your bag. And that's what I'm trying to say here. I don't even know. I'm trying to put these words together. But like my time is about to go off. My laptop might cut off and this message might get cut off. But it's like, I need you guys, well, if you still want to be famous, like do it in a way that is like unorthodox. And you're going to have to build it for yourself. So that we have a natural fan base. So you're going to be able to have a fan base that nobody can take away from you because you put in the work and you did what you had to do. Being like in the mainstream, yeah, see? Who the fuck? No, I'm not into that. But, I done lost my train of thought. Shit, 11:44 as I just saw it on the clock. But like, damn, see, the devil be working, but I work harder. I don't give a fuck. All right, that's just on your mental health. Take care of your mental health and worry about you and stand your ground and build whatever you got. Because what you haven't built, like your own fan base like that organically, no one can take that from you. The only person that can fuck that up for you is you. And you're not going to do that because you're going to look at your fans and the people on the internet as like your friends and your family. And this is going to help you grow and expand and get like more opportunities. Like I do feel like you can step into the mainstream with this. Like I said, just simply due to like networking. You're going to be invited out to places. You're going to be seen. You're like this hidden celebrity. It's like everyone knows who you are, but no one knows who you are. They know what you do, but they still don't know who you are. Like you're gonna be like a big social media star, right? Like, but that's if you want that. That's the level of fame, the type of fame that you need to have, or the way that you need to approach it. Okay, and that is going to take you to wherever it is that you want, and you're gonna have like I feel like a more happier and prosperous life than some asshole that they have taken the mainstream route. All right, but that's if you want it. Overall, like if you planning on being on TV or something like that, just kiss it goodbye. Because it's not gonna end well for you. Or if you want to take this route, sorry, my camera cut off. But if you want to take this route, I mean, you're more than welcome to. That's up to you to decide. Maybe you don't care when watching this, or maybe you do. But that's honestly like what would happen, like if you were famous. I just say, just like for me, like not even like based off the cards, just me as a human being, as a person, like watching this and telling you guys about this. Pick the route that'll make you happiest and give you the most like prosperity within the future that you know you deserve or that you desire. If it's what I just said and that's all you want, take it. If you want something different, that's up to you. All right. And I know I mentioned 3 different powers. Like this is literally like survival of the fittest. Like only the strongest will survive this. Okay. But this is what will happen if you guys are famous. All right. Please don't be afraid to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when I post another video. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, all the information for that should be down in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all the information should be down in the description box below as well. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Instagram at goodfella.dom or on Twitter at goodfelladom. And you can follow me on TikTok at dom.thehealer. Alright? So, without further ado, I'm going to move on to pile 3. This is for my people who chose basil. Alright, and I will be moving on. My name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one. What's good, my pile 3, my rosemary pile? Alright, this is about, this is a reading on what would your life be like if you were famous? Let me make sure I can cleanse the energy for y'all before we start. Pile 2 was some shit, so I definitely don't want that energy here. I had to get pile 2 together. That's crazy. Let me cleanse your guys' energy, all right? We have a little sage bath here, or a Palo Santo bath, all right? And we just getting that energy going. I'm not passing on any of that to y'all. We're gonna see what my rosemary pile would be like if y'all were famous. This is probably definitely like my musician rapper pile, or potentially even actor I just heard as well. But if you are not 11 light, you are banned from this reading. Please exit now. Only those 11 light are allowed to be here. Angels, what can you tell me about my pile 3? If my pile 3 wanted to be famous here. Ooh, oh, that's so sweet. Listen, oh, okay, no, it's not. All right, well, it's sweet. Because there's some sense of like neutrality to you guys like watching this, or some energy if you guys have been in the middle, like, but it's not like 50% like type of middle. It's more like a 60% type of middle. So it's not the middle, but it's close to it. Something about that is coming through here. But the 6 of Pentacles come out here. You guys are definitely going to be very, very nice and generous with your finances. You're going to be super nice to people in general. I feel like you guys are going to be like really, really sweet, like backstage or behind the scenes when people get to meet you. They're gonna see you as like the super like nicest, most sweetest person. And I feel like you might have like some of you guys could have like gotten famous like with your families or like your friends. So you got people, you have a background of people like with you that are supporting you, that are like you'll be able to talk to them and hang out with them when you're not like working or whatever. But this card came out here, and this is technically good and bad. Okay, so this is the 8 of Swords. You guys are probably gonna feel trapped within your some sort of situation where for some of you guys it could be a contract. The reason why I said this could be good and bad is because the 8 of Swords is like you can get yourself out of this easily, like on your own. So if you're trapped within like a contract, you might have to like, I don't know, pay your way out of it, or make a certain number of albums that your label is requesting from you. Y'all might have to Frank Ocean your label or whatever the case may be in order to get out of your bad contract or whatever. Or I'm getting like a lot of musician stuff, not so much actor. But or it could be like maybe you guys had like a bad manager who for some reason it's difficult for you to have to leave. What's this? Yeah, you guys are gonna be hurt. But this makes me feel like you're not gonna stop though. Like you're gonna keep pushing forward even though you're hurt. But there's 3 of Swords out here. You guys are gonna get scarred by this industry a little bit. But it's not enough to break you because you have like that backing and that support from friends and family who will help push you forward and move you forward. These people, if they're friends, they might be a little fake because I feel like if you just turned around one day and was like, you know what, fuck it, like I don't want this no more. They may want to leave you because they want that too. But let's just keep moving and see what happens here. My friend, oh shit, I don't know why I just said that. My friend. Yeah, that's how y'all would probably feel if y'all knew that. Maybe. But I think you guys you're meant to move forward because I feel like whatever it is that you got here, it's like it's meant to happen. as a matter of fact, like I don't see. Maybe they're not that fake. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of like not necessarily a little bit of fakeness to them, but it's like they're self interested. Like you might be friends with people that you work with, right? So if you just gave up on it one day, I do see them still hanging around you because you're still friends. It's just they're gonna continue to push forward within this industry, like with or without you, because they got to go do what they got to do. That's their life purpose. But I don't even want to talk about that because I feel like you're not gonna give up. Are they gonna give up? No, you're not gonna give up. You're gonna keep moving forward. Ignore what I just said, but that was coming through here, right? Um, Justice in reverse here. You guys might be known for being like popular liars or something. Like you might be well known for like lying to people. And this is like kind of like in a good way. It's like say if like your fans or like the paparazzi want to know where you are, you're gonna be posting pictures of you on vacation in Cabo while you're really at home sleeping. Like that type of like stuff. You're gonna trick them into thinking like you're over there when really you're over here. And it will work out in your benefit. Like I want to say almost every time. Sometimes you might step up. Like say if like you take pictures of yourself in Cabo and you post them on the internet. Everybody think you out in Cabo, and really you like in your hometown, and you show up on your French story and like, oh, but I thought they was just on vacation. They came back that fast. Like it's like that. They're gonna catch you like somehow, some way, somehow like that because of how nice you are. Excuse me. Two of Swords in reverse here. I feel like you guys are gonna be very vulnerable. You're gonna let your guard down, like wow, you're famous, and you might I don't see you guys letting everyone know your information, but it's pretty easy for them to get to if they wanted to, or if they asked you the right questions, like you would tell them. I feel like you guys are an open book, but it's like people respect you to the point where they don't want to get that much into your business, or they just know that they have to like approach you in a certain way, but you're still very nice. I think that's wise because you're so nice and you're very vulnerable. It's like it's almost like people know, like if people take advantage of you, they look like the bad guy, and no one wants to do that because I think there's a lot of bad karma for them if they do that. But Five of Pentacles, you guys are going to be left out in the cold because in your career, you guys are going to be like an outlier. So let's say if you're a magician, maybe you are a magician, but let's say if you're a musician, right? You as an artist is like very, very different from everybody else to the point where you can't be boxed in. And as a result, it's like, they might toss you to the side because they don't know what to do with you. Like, I see some people like I feel like they'll want to like work with you potentially. Like they're gonna want to feature from you, or like maybe you'll have them featured on your album. But something about you is very much of like an outlier, and you're gonna have to feel like you're alone because there's nobody else there doing what it is that you're doing. And that's not just for musicians; that's for anybody. Whether if you're an actor, entrepreneur, whatever, um, you're gonna feel like left out in the cold and alone. But you'll be okay because you have the people around you that you need, the things that you need to create what you want. Uh, we got the Ten of Swords in reverse here. I just heard avoiding betrayal. You guys might be very protective of yourself, or have people protecting you, or both, to the point where it's just like people know better than to fuck with you because they know that you could send somebody for someone, or they know that it just wouldn't turn out well for them. I also feel with that Ten of Swords in reverse, there's something about you guys. Is that what's coming through here? No, that's not coming through here. I'm not gonna say that. But it's like people know not to fuck with you, and I see like this vision here of like a person, like you got swords in your back, but you take them all out, and then you use them to go build like whatever you want, because like Ten of Swords are still ideas. So it's like every sword that got stuck into your back through a form of betrayal, it is like a new idea. It's like the universe put you through something that you're gonna have to heal from, and now you have a reason to go write that new hit song or that dope ass movie or whatever the case may be. Seven of Cups in reverse, disillusionment. You're definitely gonna see people in the world for like the things that they are. But the way that I see this is that you see this as a job, so you understand like why people are able to be fake. Like you understand that you're not friends with people like that. You know that you can carry your own, and you can see people for who they are, and as a result, it's like what the hell is the point here? Disillusionment. You see any and everything for what they are. Like you know that the entertainment industry is not like all glitz and glamours. It can get ugly, and it's a business. It's a job at the end of the day. So it's like as you guys are famous, you will be protecting yourself from people who want to steal from you or get at you or destroy you or whatever the case may be. And I feel like you're gonna walk up to people and like know like already what their intentions are like intuitively, or you're just gonna see what type of person that they are, and it's just like, all right, like I'm not putting up with this shit. Like, all right, I got my own friends, I got my family over there, like I got my own stuff going for myself. I do not need this. Even though you do feel left out in the cold, you feel left out in the cold, but you're not desperate for friends. Some of y'all can be social media influencers and you'll just be like very, very popular on social media. And then, yeah, you'll be very popular on social media. Nine of Pentacles, y'all. I love this because this is like the bad bitch card to me, and I always call it the bad bitch card because this is the energy of someone who is. Because you notice it's the Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like it depicts a family and stuff on it, but this is you guys by yourself. And all this yellow makes you feel like you're going to be feeling real confident. So you're going to be feeling real confident. You're going to be real beautiful. All right, you're going to have like a heavy solar plexus like energy. Solar plexus energy that you guys just end up just being confident, knowing that you're one and knowing that people like you. And I feel like you guys can also just like stand alone and like you look like this little celebrity that's actually really, really big. And kind of a big deal whether people want to treat it like that or not. And with this being Pentacles, y'all definitely got your own bag on y'all own. Y'all don't need nobody else. My independent women and independent men out there, y'all don't need nobody else for nothing. All right, this is you and your money. Y'all got this. Y'all do this. Y'all really out here. Like, I've just heard somebody say, like, I do this. Like, I do this. Like, you do this. You do this, all right? Like, on your own, by yourself, like, super independent. Whether if you're an independent star, if you're not, it's just like you understand. You see the horrors of the industry. You don't give a fuck. It's just like, all right, I'm going to come here. I'm going to get my bag, and I'm going to go because I got my own stuff to do. Nine of Pentacles here. But you're going to be getting to a bag. You're going to be making your own money. You're going to be doing what you have to do, like, by yourself. It's not about you guys. It's like you really know how to stand alone, hence... Yes, and I like this is like kind of like an important card, probably like the most important card. This one and the Six of Pentacles out here is like the most important cards. I feel like those are the energies that you body. You're a very generous person who has no problem with being alone. You make all your own money and stuff like that. But it's like you don't care. Maybe there's still like a sense of entrapment. Like I feel like what it is for you guys. If you get out of your contract, like let's say like you're an artist, if you get out of your contract, it won't happen until you get to like your 5th album. And you potentially even make a certain amount of money that could like buy you out of it. Maybe I don't know. But we got the Three of Pentacles here. This definitely tells me that I don't know why, but I just heard move in silence. You never know what people. You never let people know what you're doing. I feel like you move. But I do see this as well because this is coming through here. You might have conflicts with the people that you work with because I do see you like. I see some people like working with you like they get fed up or something. Or like angry. You might walk into some conflicts with the people that you work with. But that's not too much, or like maybe just some conflicts with like your label. I feel like for the most part, it's like everything that you're doing, you can do it yourself. You can write your own music, you can write your own scripts. You got the singer's voice. You know how to dance. You know how to do everything and put it together by yourself, basically. What's this? The Moon card here. Some of you guys can be Cancers watching this. I don't know why I'm hearing this song by Ariana Grande. Or Ariana Grande, I'm sorry. It's called it's the intro to her Serena album. I think it's called Raindrops. I'm hearing that for some reason when I pull this card out. But you guys can be like heavily like I'm thinking like smoke and mirrors. Like if you guys were famous, I feel like even though you do see things clearly, there's some things that you might be confused about still. We got the Two of Pentacles out here. You're gonna feel like you're juggling things at times. You're like juggling people. You might date more than one person at the same time, and you'll be like in the media for that as well. That you're gonna be juggling relationships, juggling jobs, and just all this stuff. What's this card, Spirit? We got the Page of Wands in reverse. This makes me feel like for you guys, like there's a ceiling to you guys' fame. That you are meant to hit. Like this could be like the top of your field, or if you're not at like the top of your field, like you're like at the second level of it maybe, but it's like you're still a big deal. You're still known. Like if you're not an A-lister, you're a B-lister basically. But it's like yeah, like there's a ceiling, there's a position, like there's a finish line to this that you guys are. My apologies, my camera cut off. But there's a finish line to this that you guys are like meant to like get to. There's a certain level that I feel like you guys are meant to like sit at or like stand at. And whatever it is that you do, Knight of Swords, taking action on your thoughts and ideas. I feel like you guys are like highly creative. Like, this is giving me like Cancerian energy because Cancers can work really, really hard like this, and I also feel like they can work really, really fast. And something about you guys, like you might also enjoy just like taking a safe route or doing things that have been done before, and you build like this your own little big comfortable empire off of this as well. This is such cute energy, and you guys are rich. I see that y'all got money, and y'all just doing fine by yourselves, and it's just so like homely and to yourself and like your closest friends and just living and doing things the way you want. All right, but you're gonna have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of burdens. Maybe you guys take care of your families or something like that. Not just your own kids, but it's like your mom, your dad, your uncle, all that other stuff. So you guys have a lot of burdens and a lot of responsibilities to take care of. But it's like you still sit pretty in your position. It does get tiring and straining, especially for emotionally for you. Um, Sometimes because you might not want to say no, but you're gonna you need to have those healthy boundaries put in place. But overall, this is like such a cute pile. You guys have like really really nice energy. Like I like this pile. It feels a little good. Like you're meant to be happy. This isn't like the biggest celebrity, but I feel like you're not gonna care. You're just gonna do whatever it is that you want, like at your level, the best that you possibly can, and just not care and be like, all right, like I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. I don't give a shit about this industry shit, like this work shit. I love my fans. I'm only gonna do what I know that is best for them, and that's just that. And you're gonna take your time with it, especially if you're trapped within like a contract. Like let's say you sign like a 5 album deal or like a 2 movie deal or whatever. You're gonna take your time with it, like okay, like yeah, like I got that, yeah, I'm so focused on that, but let's go have some fun with my friends and let's go just live life like that. You're not gonna care. It's like you have like that I don't care type of energy because you just want to be in the present moment and live and live and live and live and live and live. All right. Uh, what is this? 8 of Pentacles. You guys work really really hard on your projects. You guys either really, really love Ariana Grande or I just don't know what. I love Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, it just, like, I love her music and I'm thinking, like, her music is coming through here heavily. Y'all love Dangerous Woman. I love the album. I love the song. I love the guitar. It's so hot. It gives me this fire energy. The one card that came out here is the Ten of Cups. So I do feel like if you were famous, you would not be like the happiest person. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 for how happy you are, I see you at like a 7. So like you're happy with this, but it's not like the biggest wish fulfillment for you. Like you don't care. Like I said, Judgment in reverse. This makes me feel like you could be a singer. Listen, look at that. You guys would be like this angel, perhaps, like, and this is like your crowd and your audience, or like the arena, the stadium, or theater, or whatever that you're performing in. And lastly here, with the 10 of Pentacles here, that Judgment card, I'm not getting too much outside of whatever I just saw for the imagery. But you will, like, I do feel like you get a public card, you're gonna get judged a lot. Let me like finish this. This is interesting because I wasn't expecting this, but we got the 10 of Pentacles out here. Once again, with the Emperor in reverse, in this deck, the Emperor has to do with, like, benevolence and, like, credit or whatever. I feel like you guys are going to be really, really nice and sweet to people. But then we got the 6 of Swords here. I feel like you're going to want to leave this industry. You might either just, like, move on to, like, a different career, or, like, let's say, like, after you got, like, out of your contract, it's like, you're like, okay, I made enough money. I did what I had to do. I don't have to work again for the rest of my life. Why would I do that? And then you're just going to, like, I don't know, travel the world for the rest of your life, or write a book, or just stay home. Like you're not gonna care anymore. And then with this card, because I'm thinking like the bad side of wealth. Some of y'all probably still like, let's say you grew up in a rough environment, you came from the hood or whatever, and you had to like sell drugs and stuff like that. Some of y'all may still be making drug money. That may lead you behind bars basically. But I feel like you're gonna end up on a bad side of wealth. I do feel like for the person that I just like mentioned, like I feel like you would either you're not gonna go broke. You're still gonna be financially stable. It's just not. It's like the richest lifestyle. I see someone else here who lives like a millionaire type of lifestyle, but for some reason it's like there's a cap to your money as well. There's a cap to everything that you do. There's a limit to like what it is that you're meant to create or do or see, and that's just something that I feel like you might like put that on yourself, or maybe that's just a part of your life's purpose. Like you're only meant to get to a certain level within your finances, within your fame, and then just like stay there basically. And like once again, it's like this I don't care type of attitude. Like I don't want to be here anymore type of energy. But that's what happened. What would happen if you guys are famous? Okay. Hold on. All right. So yes, I'm gonna end you guys' reading right there. So if you like the book of personal reading with me, all the information for that should be down in the description box below. If you would like to make a donation to my channel, all the information for that should be down in the description box below. Sorry, I'm thinking of something. Yes, but if you'd like to make a book a personal reading with me or make a donation to my channel, all the information should be down in the description box below. Please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button when I post another video. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, my Instagram is at goodfelladom. My Twitter is goodfelladom, and my TikTok is dom the healer. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to move on to now pile 4. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer. I will see you guys later. Bye. What's good, my pile 4? I'm gonna try to pronounce this correctly. Herbe de Provence. Herbe de Provence. Herbes de Provence. Herbes de Provence. Those who picked my pile 4, you chose that one. I gotta use this. I never used this spice before. It's just been sitting in the rack, but I gotta use this. It's collected. Well, is that dust? No, I wiped it down with a cloth. If you can see that, that's not dust. But I gotta use it. I'm gonna see what that tastes like. All right, but this is for my people who chose pile 4. If you were famous, my own breath just put the fire out, y'all. And before y'all get slick, I brushed my teeth this morning. Like, let me stop. All right. So without further ado, angels. Oh well, not just angels, but if you are not a love and light, you are banned from this reading. Please exit now. Only those of love and light are allowed to be here. Angels, what can you tell me about my pile 4 if they were famous? Take this or don't take this, angels. The first card that came out is the 2 of Cups in reverse. So I can already tell you guys are gonna be famous for having like a really, really bad love life. And I was thinking about that. My mind was all over the place, like in between this. So thankfully I cleansed the energy so I don't have to take that on. But for you guys, and it's still burning if you can see it. But for you guys, I feel like if you were famous, you'd probably be famous for like being in a relationship, maybe. Or I'm not getting that too strongly, but it's like something about your love life is coming through here. Maybe you're like those YouTube couples or something, or like maybe you're like a famous part of a famous power couple. I don't know. Something about you guys, you're gonna have like a bad love life, where maybe like you dated a narcissistic partner who abused you, or you will date a narcissistic partner that abuses you, physically and potentially even sexually. But that's interesting that came out here first. Like you'd be famous for having just a bad love life. To the point where it's like, you'd probably be like the victim in your relationship, but like everyone's gonna see you as like the exact opposite. They're gonna think of you as like the person who did something wrong. All right, 7 of Wands. You're gonna have to fight and defend yourself a lot, like on your own. I see like you and lawyers sitting down with like a record label. If you want to like be a musician, you're gonna have to fight for whatever it is that you want as an artist, repeatedly. And it's gonna like be tiresome at some point, but you gotta continue to fight. It's gonna feel like a war between you and a label, or between you and like your manager or whatever. You're gonna have to like fight. Especially on the internet. I feel like you're gonna defend yourself a lot. You guys can be very animated yourselves, and you have animated fans that are just like you. But y'all might like to spaz out a lot, like on IG Live or on any form of like live or just on the internet, like tweeting back to people, clapping back, whatever you call it. That'll be y'all. 3 of Pentacles. You guys have like a lot of help. You have like the right people helping you build your dreams. It's just like a fight. It's like you and your team together. It's like a militia or like a small army, and y'all coming in to knock down all these doors to get you what you want, to take you to the top. And you do it like a very ethical way as well, like not in some sort of scorpionic way, but ethical and moral. And that, how do I describe this? You'd get there in a way, fair and square. That's the simplest way to put it. Uh, y'all are sneaky. Y'all might be stealing stuff. I feel like y'all might steal ideas. Like y'all might go on the internet looking for inspiration and just like flat out take what someone else has. Some of y'all could be sneaky in like the movement silence or working silence, because I do see this as that, despite the fact that this is a negative card. And you guys are hella confident with this, all this yellow energy, this solar plexus energy. It's like, okay, like I took it in, and like y'all don't care. You guys definitely like will. If you're famous, I feel like it's gonna have to force you to confront your shadow self. Like I'm hearing new level, new devil. You're gonna have to confront your shadow self a lot in order to continue to move forward. It's like you're facing your demons as you continue to elevate, and like you're gonna elevate slowly. Like this is Capricorn energy, like making sure you get every step. This is Earth sign energy, because I'm picking up on some Virgo Taurus stuff too. It's like you have their strategicness like in business that a Taurus would have, very detail oriented, like a Virgo, where it's like you can make sure that everything that you do is perfectly crafted well. And then it's Capricorn energy of just like hard work of just getting stuff done. as far as like your work ethic goes. But what I'm really thinking here is like you earned your spot because you worked. Like you did not take the elevator, you took the stairs. You worked your way up. It's like I see you just like sitting down. Like say if like you're in a I see like this big wall and there's like elevators all over it. And there's these celebrities, everybody else who I don't know, maybe they signed their contracts and they were just able to like jet to the top or whatever it is. Y'all definitely had to start from the bottom. And it's like they got the privilege of like being able. Is it a privilege? Yeah, they got the privilege of being able to take the elevator and go all the way up, and you on the other hand had to take the stairs. And it's like you're still cool with them, but like I see you like down at the bottom, like looking up at them, smiling, and seeing them go away, like hi, like see y'all later, like I'll see y'all at the top, and like you might be the last person to get to the top, but it'll definitely be worth it. Because I feel like when you get to the top, like you're gonna start looking very lucky to a lot of people, but they don't know that like they're gonna see just the tip of the iceberg. They don't see all the work that went underneath it. Yeah, this is gonna be very very hard, and you're probably not gonna like it, but you're gonna stick it out. I feel. Strength in reverse. You guys might feel weak. Your strength will definitely get tested. Within this process of continuing to just move forward and like finding your way to the top. Because I'm hearing like top of the field. Like this is like it's almost like you guys are carving out your own path, and you have the support that you need for this. Um, it's like how do I describe this? Like you really, 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 really had to like manifest and fight your way through. Like to get to where you need to go. It's like if there wasn't a way, you had to some way somehow just build it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. And you probably did it in a very unorthodox way, but you still got there fair and square like everyone else. So there's no reason for anyone to like try to outcast you, and I feel like they're not either. They might look at you and think you're not that big of a deal until they see you at the top, and it's just like, wow, like they made it. Like I wasn't expecting that. And like they're gonna get to the top when everybody else has already been at the top, and it's like they're gonna be jealous of you. You're gonna have people that are probably bigger than you jealous of you. But we have the moon card here. You guys know what you want, like very clearly as well, and you're not gonna stop until you get it. You guys know what you want. You guys can see it very clearly. Like there's a goal for you to like go after. That's like big Capricorn energy because Capricorns are super goal oriented. You already know like what the big picture is. Some of you guys could be Libras watching this because Libras are known for being indecisive, right? But Libras already have an end goal in their head. They know what they want. They know how to get it, and they know that they're gonna get it. It's just they're afraid of every little decision that they have to make on their way up to go get it. I feel like that's you guys. You're not. You might be a little iffy about it. Or you might not be sure. And I like the card that I just saw, and I'm gonna tell you guys what it is. Um, this is the card, the last card that I had pulled out as I was just like randomly grabbing them. Excuse me. You guys are. Whew. You guys are sophisticated. You're poised, and you keep your emotions to yourself. Some of y'all could have had like a background where maybe I like to fight people. No more. Y'all hold that back inside you guys because you're working. You ain't got time to be worried about no bitch or no nigga, right? Like you're working. You're doing what you gotta do. I feel like also like you guys might end up being like a mentor for other artists in the future, or like what I would call like a gatekeeper because you know how I know specifically like within like the realm of hip hop. Let's say if you were like the king of the South or the queen of the South or something like that, the queen of Miami, king of Miami, whatever the case may be, you are like the gatekeeper in that like you're at like this level where it's like everybody got to go through you. It's like say you're like a doorman almost, but not like in a way where it's like you have to hold the door open for everybody else. You do hold the door open for them, but it's like if you don't say thank you, bitch, bring your ass back here. Like who do you think you're talking to? Like it's like that. It's like you're not gonna disrespect me and just walk right past me and think I'm no. Like you're not putting up with that. Like I feel like there's something about you guys. Like it's like this gatekeeper energy where it's like you're at a level that seems to be low to many people. Like and within your particular genre, like everybody knows who you are because they had to have seen you at some point. Let's say like in the entire realm of like the music world, you're a big deal still. Like everyone knows who you are. You're just not like the biggest. I feel like you could be the biggest if you just kept going. And I think that's what you're gonna do. But it's like especially with this king energy here, you're sitting on your throne. It's like everybody kind of just has to go through you basically. And they're gonna have to respect you. If they don't respect you, they're gonna be waiting outside the club with the rest of the losers, basically. Um, we got the Six of Swords here. This makes me feel like maybe you won't just have like one job. Like you're not just gonna be a musician. You're gonna like be an entrepreneur. Like let's say open up a bar or a nightclub or something. Yeah, I feel like y'all are gonna have like multiple different checks coming in, but you'll probably be mostly known for like that one thing you want to do, whether if it was like acting or like music or something. How are there like those gatekeeper type of people in acting? I don't know. Maybe there are. Hell, who knows? Yeah, there probably are. With the deaf here, you're gonna go through like a lot of transformation and changes in your career. I'm thinking like artist development, where it's like how you sounded in the beginning, when you first started making music, or how you acted in the beginning. When you first were starring in movies, it's gonna change tremendously. You're gonna grow like a whole lot more to the point where it's like you're almost like your sound is almost unrecognizable from like your first song to your most recent song or your last song, or your first film to your most recent film or your last film. The Hermit in Reverse. You guys definitely did your research. Y'all read books. Y'all went to the meetings. Y'all did what y'all had to do. To learn about the business, like to gain the knowledge that you needed to gain. I feel like you gained it like as you like went through it. You probably gained it through mistakes, but also through like reading and doing your research. Um, I feel like here with this Ace of Swords upright, you guys have like a lot of ideas, a lot of new ideas that a lot of people are gonna want to steal or copy. You can influence people. Like, you influence a lot of people with these ideas, but once again, like that, keep your energy. Like, don't be out here trying to take from me and not crediting me. Like, yeah, like that. I can't say what I want to say because of copyright. It's getting me tight. The Hierophant in Reverse. This is making me feel like you're learning because the Hierophant is a teacher. So when it's in reverse, I see it as a student. You're learning as you go along, as you continue to make mistakes. Um, and I hate to say this, but lastly here, should I pull some more spray? I think I'm gonna pull like maybe a couple more for you guys. But lastly here, King of Wands. You guys are a boss. You're taking action. You're making decisions. You are like in that bag, in that position. You're sitting on your throne. We got the King of Wands and the King of Cups out here. So not only are you like this is both father figure type of energy as well. But not only are you like well in control of your emotions, I feel like you're well into your bag, into taking action and being a boss and deciding on how things want to go with this Aries Leo Sag energy here. You guys are leaders for real. Um Y'all might not feel like you guys are that big of a deal, but you really are. Like, people are going to have to respect you. Like sometimes you might like, cause you see people bypassing you, and it might make you feel like, I'm not getting what I want. But the truth is, y'all, like, yes, you are. Don't give up either. I feel like you're gonna make a lot of money, like through like other business ventures as well. But if you gotta put like a spot that you want to be like in the entertainment industry, whether it be music, movies, or even fashion, you're gonna get. My apologies, my camera cut off. But you're gonna get what you want in like whatever position you want. I'm not gonna lie, I really forgot what I was gonna say, but because I was gonna end it right here with the King of Wands, but I was like, no, let me pull some more cards for you guys. Um, keep going. It might get tough at times, and it might feel like I'm doing this for nothing, but something about the way that you guys like pop out, it comes in a form of like milestones. Like you literally gotta go a whole mile to get there. It's not like you could just like drop song after song after song and just get bigger. Like no, like it's gonna take some time, or be in movie after movie after movie. It's gonna take some time for you to build it up. It's like you're formulating like this big picture, like this big brand for yourself as you're doing it. It's just you can't see it. You're just doing the work. You kind of just gotta get up and do it. This is like the shut up and do it type of energy here. And I know sometimes it might suck because it seems like everyone's bypassing you so easily, but that's just them and their life purposes and their path. For yours, you're meant to like go slowly, and I feel like it will be worth it in the end for you. All right. But one card I pulled is the Queen of Wands, so y'all definitely need to be selfish. I feel like you will be selfish, like if you're famous, and like that's a good thing because it's gonna help you keep your money and your sanity intact. All right. We got the Ten of Wands in reverse here. I feel like you guys are gonna turn your pain into power. You're gonna take every single burden that you have on your shoulders and flip it on its head, and it's like you're gonna. I feel like you're gonna learn how to make your money work for you as well. It's like you're gonna find a way to make more money by working less, so that way you have time to relax. I do see that, and I feel like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like I feel at peace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. I feel like you're not. I don't know why I said it. No. You're not gonna compare yourself, or if you do, don't do that. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. And then lastly here, I told you guys to stick it out, right? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna show a lot of resilience and create what you want, and not let nobody fuck up whatever this you have. And y'all can send people for somebody else in case somebody does want to fuck up what you have. Because I see like you guys, like a person standing just like this, holding on to all that they created. And what people don't know is that you got people behind you, behind all your work, behind all your wands, that will drill somebody for you literally. So it's like I see somebody running up to you, and then they get scared when they see all your goons come out from the back, like, don't mess with him, don't mess with her, don't touch her. Like, it's scary. I'm like that. Like anybody that messes with you, like they can't. Like you are like this princess or like this prince that people cannot touch. Like they just can't get to. All right. But that is your guys' reading on if you were famous. It's just a little gist of it. All right. But yes, if you guys like the book, a person already gonna be and make a donation to my channel. All the information for that should be down in the description box below. Please don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to know when I post another video. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, my Instagram is at goodfelladom. My Twitter is goodfelladom. And my TikTok is at dom.thehealer. Alright? So, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is my last pod. My herb de Provence. My herbes de Provence. Whatever. Yeah, but, yes. Have a good one, you guys. Alright? I will see you later. My name is Dom. I go by Dom the Healer. Thank you for tuning in. And bye.